I keep hearing that Talia is pretty potent on this patch from a couple of reliable sources in the NA scene.
Okay, I like that. We'll say that with the earlier side lane is going to be hard for them later on against the Ahri and the Jax. Also the Panth, just to force that. Yeah, I think they do get outscaled. I'm with you on this. Ezreal is like the one hope. And Gragas is just really like the soft counter to try and split things up in fights. But overall, yeah, I do like Weibo's draft.
Tian sets up the charm well through Saber's flash. Xiaohu positions it perfectly, and the one tried and true thing through 3 games so far, Xiaohu finding himself leads in mid lane.
Yeah, and can't get away from that point and click stun from the Pantheon. No stones able to even be put down by Saber. I don't know if they were on cooldown on the ground or not, but just couldn't react to that one in time. Will be first blood going over.
Tian got that. That is a scuttle for Tian, and how Junhao just might be dead here. Charm full combo. Xiaohu expertly flashes over the seismic shove to grant that second kill for himself. Saber trying to throw those stones back out to get Tian very low, running out of damage though. Can he cut down the angle in time? Tian does not have the right turret to go back to, so Saber will find himself a trade, but Xiaohu 2-0 in a pivotal game for Weibo.
I mean, this Ahri really
praised him for his ability to sneakily grab XP
that
in
hurts.
some avenues.
He's down TP, so that's a tempo killer for him.
Saber's just dead.
Yep.
Wow. Rough. Gets rougher for Saber.
Yeah, it's not been a good series for Saber so far.
Junhao is right here, so
yeah,
it can really make it difficult to
correct.
hold this.
But if they show on to breathe, that means the grubs are pretty much gone, because it would be too much time for Junhao to get back. I think that's the bet that Breathe's taking, and we'll see if he can get out.
Yeah, he's really risking it. Flashed for it all. Counter-strike up. Gonna get the stun. Hop back over to his pink ward. He's just buying time here. He does get Saber to swing over as well as Junhao gets the kill. Like you pointed out, Cubby opens up the grubs for free for Tian. Oh, grand entrance knockup from Hong. Rosie Love should be safe.
Hong just looking for the poke damage course on Rakan. Those Qs, you can sustain back most of the health that you end up taking, as Q's rather nice 1.1 durability on the Rakan, and making sure that they get the top side prio will be the free first grubs going over to Weibo. This is matched by the dragon being taken by Junhao.
Another big grand entrance knockup. Rosie Love wants the smoke though, goes right back in onto Hong. Ignite dropped, both supports limping away.
Still, objective is going to be taken. It is Tian that's first on the play, with that chunk being up towards the top lane too. Tian can look to dive. Pantheon so strong in this early game with that point-and-click stun and the damage you get, especially from that passive. A lot of pressure being put down onto Wako, and those first 3 grubs already being put to use, as that's 4 plates off the top lane turret. A lot of gold in Light's pockets.
Are you trying to go Thimble? It's Thimble Winter, right? That's what I assume Wazhong is gonna burn his. I actually see he's also burned his flash up against Breathe.
Yeah.
So we'll have to monitor that one, as both bottom lanes are still shrugging it out here. Wako and Rosie Love forced back though, as Rosie Love takes a bit of a chunk engage.
So One Jung has the option between both.
Oh, it's gonna happen again. It's gonna happen again. Tian, I mean, it's rinse and repeat, deja vu, however you want to describe it. Tian and Xiaohu have marked Saber for death over and over again. Wako, I don't know if he can stay here.
They can't, but Saber has ult. He's trying to make his way up, but this is Demolish coming through. That should pretty much be the turret. We'll see if Saber wants to pop the R, as, yeah, the grubs end up knocking it down to the end. That's for his first Jax. Is it Fimbulwinter Jax? Or, like, what is going on here?
There's a lot of AP that, you know, he can block off here.
I mean, it's interesting. That said, grubs are being taken. Probably focus on this.
Ooh, Rosie Love. There's a good solar flare. Tian tries to use his shield to block a ton of damage, but snap engage from Ultra Prime will stop. Too many mites coming out from Weibo Gaming. They'll only have 1, 4-2 on the grub split. Charm gonna land there from Xiaohu.
Yeah. I mean, it still is a really good scenario here for Weibo. Like, yes, Tian goes down, but Breathe gets all this free time on the bot turret. They had top shoved in, so Saber has to respond. And Weibo, even though they don't get all the grubs, they lose someone, the pressure's still on. They're playing out their grub advantage well by pressuring two lanes.
Xiaohu at it again. He is vicious on this Ahri. You could just feel Weibo are angry for dropping that game 2 the way they have piloted this early game.
I don't really know what
It will get them a start onto this Infernal Drake. Junhao's got it pretty low. Hong finds it out. Light coming over. This could cost Ultra Prime. They'll secure the Dragon, but their flank is being covered, and Xiaohu is coming in for more kills. First one down on Junhao. Rosie Love should be next to fall. Knock up from Hong, and boy, did that Dragon cost Ultra Prime. It might cost them even more here with Wonjong.
Yeah, he does have flash. No ult, though, and Xiaohu still 3 charges of ult, using them well.
I mean, it's precision execution after precision execution for Tien and Xiaohu. 8 kills, 4K gold lead and more for Weibo.
With Tarzan and finding his way onto anyone's legends for this one. And Tien has just done nothing but excellent things in terms of punishing Saber, getting Xiaohu ahead. And
that's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, unfortunate.
They've massacred my boy.
You know what? Sometimes they just have to do that to our boys, sadly.
Oh, first Weaver's Wall of the game from Saber. Seismic shove onto Hong, but he's safe. And the Weaver's Wall betrays Saber at the end of the day. He just doesn't get anything for that first ultimate.
If you are Weibo chasing things down, I just don't know how necessary this was. I'm expecting a Fimbulwinter now after that showing, and Fimbulwinter is a really strong item. I think Fimbulwinter is really, really good. So good to see some people putting that in their build path, but I don't know if we need to do it on Jax.
Ooh, Hong caught by another Seismic shove. Good engage from Rosie Love, but they just don't have enough juice in the tank, and now the Weibo turn comes out. Junhao does block Xiaohu's charm through the Crescent Guard, but they are not winning the health bar battle, and here comes the Grand Starfall. Tien is flying on in, and Rosie Love's down. Wako has to cleanse 1 stun, kite himself back, but they leave Saber to the wasteland. Kill secured by Light. Ultra Prime are scattered, and there is just no way for them to find rhythm in this one.
Yeah, Rift Herald should be secured here for Weibo afterwards as a return to form. Really after drop funnel into the rest of the map, and Ultra Prime have not had great responses. Hung, yeah, he's like kind of caught here, but you still have ult, so he just walks on out. The TP from Wonjong is a little bit late, and then with how far behind you are, Tien just gets to open up a beautiful Grand Starfall.
Shot barrage means nothing. I mean, Rosie Love falls for a second time, and Weibo, I think they're starting to limit tests here a bit as you see Hong get caught going a little too far forward, but Weibo still have control of mid lane and that bottom quadrant jungle as they continue to stack advantages and gold and neutral objectives. Ultra Prime looking for a bit of a bite back here. Xiaohu forced to use his quickness, or Spirit Rush, excuse me, to get away from that Seismic shove.
That'll do. Now, I'm kind of curious they're actually hitting the Dragon.
Ooh, Weaver's Wall. It's going to trap Tien, but I don't think Saber wants that smoke. Once again, they just can't really go for these engages. Ultra Prime are too far behind, and it's allowing for Weibo to just sit back, relax, and claim kill after kill. Next one going to be Wako as he's bopped by the Jax with the frozen fists. Wonjong dodging away from these rockets. He'll escape, but it's another win for Weibo. It's been all wins for Weibo in this game 3.
Yeah, again, Ultra, I'm looking at this Dragon like, okay, we're hitting this, we're starting this. We sent the support back to base, and that's what we're going to go off of. Unfortunately, that's just kind of the state of the game that Ultra Prime's in. They're forced to make bad decisions because things are not getting better for them, and things only continue to get better for Weibo as they are too far ahead for Ultra Prime to be taking the fights, where they are too far behind. So, top half fall.
And the split push ability of Weibo Gaming.
Yeah, that helps too. That's always nice too.
I'm curious to see here as Ultra Prime are as far behind as they've always been. I'll have to hold that point as we have another Grand Starfall. Tien doesn't get stunned up by the Solar Flare and then jumps back in, layering the stuns here. True Shot Barrage rakes across Weibo, taking a ton of damage, but they're able to prevail, and who else but Xiaohu just eviscerating the entire line created by Ultra Prime, and that's a clean as an ace, and the man himself who did it for Weibo Gaming.
All right, Tien MVP or Xiaohu MVP?
I mean, it's 1,000% Xiaohu, and I don't.
Okay. I'm sad for Tien. I feel like I gotta give it to Tien based on the Pantheon. That's it. Like, This guy picked Pantheon and just went full Mantheon mode as he just destroyed mid and destroyed the game. And Weibo destroyed the base of Ultra Prime before the new Baron could even spawn. Dominating win from them.
21.5 minutes, all that's needed, nearly half the time